To know that Bonney can control all the pacifistas, no matter what type it is, and maybe even S Bear, I think this kind of put Bonney in a first commander level. We already know she's definitely joining the Straw Hat Grand Fleet because of her ties with Kuma and Luffy. Like, Luffy saved her. Like, she's gonna idolize Luffy from now on out, knowing that he's Nika, the sun god. To have pacifistas, no matter Mark 2s, Mark 3s, the regular PX9s, to know that they're on your side gives you so much peace at mind. They're definitely gonna be on Luffy's side when the final war comes. But to think about, just because Luffy needs his power, think about the opposite side, what they have. Counteract the pacifistas. Think about how strong they have to be because of this newfound alliance that Luffy have with Bonney, and Bonney controls the pacifistas, and they're gonna go wherever Bonney chooses to go. Like, Dr. Vegapunk installed amazing chip for Bonney. This is upgrade for Bonney now. Like, she will utilize the pacifistas in ways that will benefit Luffy in this war, making sure that Luffy's a pirate king, making sure that Nika word gets out throughout One Piece. This is amazing character development for Bonney in her power level. In her Devil Fruit, the match is not weak at all. The way she utilizes it can be on an amazing level once she knows how to awaken it and utilize it the right way in battle. I'm really trying to compare things together because the simple fact is this cannot be a great win for Luffy in the last war, because if you have pacifistas, I'm pretty sure someone are gonna get destroyed. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like Blackbeard, the last person Luffy's gonna fight in the final war, his Titanic captains are gonna be way stronger than the Mark 3s, the pacifists essentially. So just to think about the firepower that, you know, Blackbeard is accumulating in One Piece. We see two factions here, the Straw Hats and Blackbeard. They just obtaining power as they go in One Piece. So it's like the all power superpowers is going to be Luffy and Blackbeard. Like, they're accumulating so much. Like, Blackbeard have his whole crew with Devil Fruits, and it comes with Devil Fruit users. We see how Kaido is, right? Kaido is a superpower, right? You have to take that surprise attack on Nagashima in consideration because of what they actually did. Without a surprise attack, it will be nothing short of a defeat for Luffy in this game. And to see that amazing panel with Bonney idolizing Nika right as Luffy is jumping up into the moon, like, this is somebody that Kuma idolized, right? The Nika, the sun god, and Bonney is seeing it firsthand. Like, Luffy is Nika, and she gonna follow him no matter where he goes, right? It might not be on a journey, it will be when Luffy need Bonney the most, she will be there. And not to mention, Dr. Vegapunk seeing this coming already. He know that this might happen to him once he did this to the pacifistas. I can say that this was the most crucial moment in One Piece, to see that Dr. Vegapunk may not get off this island. But at the same time, we all kind of figured that much. It's a balance in One Piece Oda trying to have. If Dr. Vegapunk been pursuing the Marines to the point where their power has come from Dr. Vegapunk, the pacifistas, the reason why Marines are ahead of the game is because of Dr. Vegapunk. All the new inventions that Dr. Vegapunk have for the Marines, like, this is why they get upper hand. Now, if Dr. Vegapunk goes somewhere else, upgrade somebody else's inventory, upgrade their technology, upgrade their modern warfare, like, they would have the lead. And now that Dr. Vegapunk is gone, this balanced everything out. You see that the major opponent of Marines are the pirates, right? But against the world government, the revolutionaries are, right? It's always revolutionary versus the government. And now, once Dr. Vegapunk is gone, it's all leveled out now. So if Dr. Vegapunk does not make it out this island alive, everything is definitely leveled for the revolutionary army can overthrow the government. But let's face it, it's been so many red flags between Dr. Vegapunk and Kuma throughout this chapters, throughout the flashback. This is something we all seen coming. And to see the pacifistas turn on the Marines and exploding everything, that was definitely a game changer in this arc. What can the Marines do now? Because Dr. Vegapunk said it in the end of this chapter, like, it's futile, right? The Buster Card is futile when it compares to the Straw Hats. Definitely Nika, the sun god. Like, there's no stopping this. The people have been waiting for this man to come back, right? It gave me a feel of Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, right? When, you know, Luke Skywalker came through and he's been learning, he's been training, and this is what, you know, the revolutionaries need, a new Jedi to know his own ways, right? And maybe that he can defeat the new Sith Lord, right? Palpatine. So it gave me that feel of Luffy coming through, right, being Nika, and maybe this man who the world been waiting for can overthrow the government, right? That gave me the feel of Episode 4 of Star Wars, A New Hope. Luke Skywalker, A New Hope. Luffy, the new hope, right? For the people who's been waiting for Nika to overthrow the government, the bad people in the government. He's here now. He's awakened, and he's gonna liberate everybody that need to be liberated. And to see Luffy also using Life Return to get his energy back, his stamina back, his strength back, and knocking out Kizaru again, like there's nothing Kizaru can do with Luffy. It's over with. Luffy is above Admiral level now. Yet again, Kizaru gets up and Luffy knocks him back down. So it seems like Kizaru, there's no fighting with Luffy anymore. Luffy versus Kizaru is over. That debate is over with. Luffy beating Kizaru is not on top of our list anymore. Luffy can beat Kizaru because Kizaru cannot do nothing with Luffy in Gear 5th mode. This chapter is small because we have a few double spread pages in this chapter today, but at the same time, it's like we spent a lot seeing that the pacifists are turning on the Marines. Amazing character development for Bonney, like I said before. And at the same time, we have to understand that Luffy is that guy now, bro. Luffy is an emperor for a reason now. Like, we have to see that Luffy came a long way, and Nika is going to liberate everybody. And speaking on Nika, we see that the Iron Giant has woke up again. We got a little teaser for actually hearing the drums of liberation from the awakened Luffy, but now he's fully awoken now, and Luffy is definitely energized. So it might be a while for Luffy to be in this form. We already know that once Luffy tap in and use his forms more often, he gets a long duration of using his new form. So we're gonna see him keep on using Nika mode a lot now, and to see that Bonney, you know, is idolizing this form, right? To see that Kuma has no expression, but I know he's still in there, and hearing Nika and hearing the drums of liberation is priceless in this chapter. To see Luffy turn a great deal of the perimeter around Egghead lower surface into rubber to help Kuma and the others bounce off right instead of hitting the floor hardly, like that is something so great. Like I said before, as Luffy keep utilizing Nika mode often, we're gonna see better moves, right? Better features of the sun god, right? And it's amazing to see that somebody like Kizaru, the Admiral Kizaru, cannot stand toe to toe with Luffy, right? It's priceless. Now we have to see exactly how Luffy is going to face off with J. Garcia Saturn. And plus, this is the key to get off Egghead. You have the pacifists on your side now. And then we got the giant pirates, right? We got Dory and Brody. Like, they're on the shores trying to retrieve Luffy. And he said, should we say, the sun god, right? So we already know that the giants know about the sun god Nika, and we're that closer actually getting Void Century history once we get to Elbaf, it seems like I said this on stream with King of Lightning. Once we get to Elbaf, right, we're gonna get Void Century history, we're gonna get Sun God Nika history, and we're gonna get Joy Boy history. That's sooner than I ever expected. It really doesn't matter if Dory or Brody actually has not returned to Elbaf in 100 years. They still know the knowledge of the Void Century, right? And then we already seen that Sal actually took the books on Hyra and brought them back to Elbaf. Like, this is things that we have to connect together. Like, we're gonna get Void Century that quick, and they're coming to retrieve Luffy, right? And have an escort, pacifists and the giant pirates. Like, oh gosh, this is making everything amazing. And where's the Blackbeard ship? Like, where is gonna happen? Like, what can a Blackbeard do right now but get shot out while they're in sea, like through the pacifists? Bonnie's not playing with anybody no more. When it comes to Luffy, Bonnie's gonna make sure you don't want no problems. And I can't say through Morgan's language, right? Through Morgan getting out globally, that nobody, not even the 5 elders, right, can touch Luffy now. Think about the bounty that Luffy will have, right, after Egghead. Think about what Morgans would say in the tabloids. Think about the people that's gonna come under Luffy now, that everybody knows the Gorosei cannot touch Luffy. Think about how they would mention the battle between J. Garcia Saturn, Kizaru versus Luffy and the Straw Hats. Think about this right here, how the giants gonna be on Luffy's side now. His bounty may be the highest, right, at the Egghead. We already know that Blackbeard got an increase with 3.7, or was it 3.9 right now? That we see all this. Like, Luffy bounty is gonna be so immense at the Egghead. We gotta put some respect. And Morgan is gonna channel all of this and put it in the tabloids. Morgan is eating and chewing off of Luffy and his propaganda, bro. Like this is the best moment Morgan is seizing when he went from, you know, being on Big Mom's territory and all the way to now. He is chewing and he believes in Luffy. Just think about things he might post about the Void Century and Nika. That might be the setup for the whole One Piece world to know about the Void Century, and it's through Morgan's. Amazing chapter. 10 out of 10. I can't say one thing. This chapter was legendary and nobody expected the giant pirates to come and retrieve Luffy at the Straw Hats, right? I'm telling you right now, One Piece is at its finest. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to get more of me and more One Piece content. Also, follow me on Twitter. My following is rising. I'm also posting early animations on Twitter, so catch me there also. Love you, love yourself. Peace.